Alright, what's your name?
RandomRandomMan?
Is that your given name?
Yeah,
Then why is it in quotes?
I gave it to myself. It was given to me by me.
Well, okay, but why that name specifically? I mean, it seems so out there. Random Random Man, Random Random Man. See, every time I say it, it just sounds so stupid.
Okay. It was just some name I made up when I was in grade school. Let's just move on, can we?
What is up, everybody? Random Random Man here, bringing you my review for Lady Bird. By the way, I will be giving details about a giveaway contest I am hosting at the end of this video, so you may skip to the indicated time frame to find out more. Taking place from 2002 to 2003 in Sacramento, California, the plot basically follows our title character, Christine Lady Bird McPherson, played by Saoirse Ronan, as she enters her senior year at a Catholic high school where she goes through the trials and tribulations that are associated with finishing up high school and her eventually wanting to go off to college in the East Coast, though, much to the dismay of her mother, played by Laurie Metcalf, whom she has a turbulent relationship with. Going into this movie, I knew little about it other than it's been getting massive amounts of praise from critics everywhere, and that it is a coming-of-age movie in concept, which I am always game for. Concerning the writer and director at the helm of this film, I haven't seen much of Greta Gerwig's work in the past. I've never seen Frances Ha or Mistress America, which she has also acted in. The last thing I've seen her in is in the superb Jackie, where she played the personal secretary of the title character. In fact, there she is right there. Speaking of Jackie, also, I'm surprised that Lady Bird isn't a biopic about the First Lady to President Lyndon B. Johnson, Lady Bird Johnson. But oh well, whatever. But yeah, I did not know much going into Lady Bird, but again, the idea of it being a coming-of-age movie had me on board. Plus, I do like some of the cast in this film as well. Speaking of some of those said cast members and their performances, we have Saoirse Ronan as the title/lead role of Lady Bird, of course. I thought she was excellent in this film. I've pretty much liked her in just about everything I've seen her in the past, right down to smaller roles like in the Grand Budapest Hotel, where she played the chick Agatha with the birthmark of Mexico on her right cheek. Ugh, this movie's hysterical. And again, I thought Ronan was excellent in this movie. Probably the best performance I've ever seen her give in a film as well, because of how vulnerable of a character she is. Yeah, she is very headstrong in this film, certainly stubborn as well, but you understand the teenage angst that she is going through, always wanting to get her way, which a lot of people can certainly relate to, wanting to get away from Sacramento and going to school within the East Coast, much to the dismay of her mom, played by Laurie Metcalf. And like Ronan, Metcalf is great in this movie as well. The chemistry between Metcalf and Ronan is certainly there, believable for sure. Both of these characters you believe are mother and daughter, and even though this movie mainly centers on Lady Bird as the lead, we do get some instances where we see what is going on with Metcalf's character as well, so we get sympathy for both sides. Tracy Letts does an outstanding job as Lady Bird's father. We also have Beanie Feldstein, who I thought was very funny in Neighbors 2. She plays the best friend to Lady Bird. She does a superb job in this film. We have Lucas Hedges, who you may remember from Moonrise Kingdom and his Oscar-nominated performance in Manchester by the Sea. Two tremendous films. He was great in both of these movies, and he's also great in Lady Bird as one of the boys who Lady Bird gets involved with. Timothée Chalamet plays another boy who Lady Bird gets involved with. Odeya Rush plays a popular girl at Lady Bird's school. Stephen McKinley Henderson and Lois Smith play a priest and a nun, respectively, at Lady Bird's school. Basically, everyone in this movie, all of the performances in this film are terrific. The writing here, and by extension, direction from Greta Gerwig, is phenomenal. Like I said, this is a coming-of-age movie, which we've seen a ton of done in the past before, but what is so refreshing about this movie is that it's a period piece where it takes place in the early 2000s, post 9/11, and it's also within the perspective of a teenage girl. Regardless of the gender of Lady Bird, I think that this is such a relatable movie to watch by anybody who vividly remembers the high school experience, specifically senior year, and the college application process. All of that jazz. I mean, I certainly remember that recently, and to give you a perspective of how old I am, right now I am in my 3rd year of college. I was in kindergarten in this time period when this movie was taking place. So yeah, this movie really did make me feel somewhat nostalgic about what I went through within high school, except I didn't go to a Catholic high school like Lady Bird does here. It definitely sets up some humorous moments, and yeah, this movie is a straight up dramedy through and through. Gerwig was effectively able to balance both the comedic and dramatic moments of this movie together to create a tone that was balanced in having you laugh a lot, but also feel the weight of the serious moments at times as well. From a screenwriting and directing angle, this is such a stunning debut from Gerwig. This movie is well shot, well edited. The music I did like in this movie too. Some hits from the early 2000s are prominently spotlighted to create more of an atmosphere of the early 2000s in this movie. The pacing of this film surprised me as well, as it was so tight in how it ran. This movie has a running time of about 93 minutes, and it ran faster than I initially expected, more so because I was so into the movie. Pointing out specific issues I had with this movie is not an easy thing for me to do in retrospect because I was that absorbed into this film while watching it. I really don't have any complaints with this movie because I was so able to relate to it on specific levels. A lot of the enjoyment I had with this movie reminded me of why I got so much out of Boyhood 3 years ago, and watching genuine, authentic characters being like people in real life. Major difference is though that Lady Bird is about half the length of Boyhood, and Lady Bird is definitely going to be more accessible to people all around. Simply put, I was touched by Lady Bird for the amount of heart, comedy, and drama it has, and masterfully being put together by Greta Gerwig and company. They should be commended for making a film like this. I am certainly on the hype train with this movie for sure. Critics everywhere again have been really digging this film. As of the recording of this review, last time I checked, it is certified fresh at 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, but that just basically means that everyone who has reviewed this movie for the site has given it a positive rating. So yeah, the average score for this movie is technically an 8.9 out of 10, but that's something the site doesn't necessarily emphasize. They just see the big old tomato on there with the percentage, and that's what a lot of people tend to focus on. But yeah, that's a topic for another day. I adore Lady Bird for everything I have said with it. If you are into coming of age movies, like even the recent The Edge of 17, which I loved as well, one of my favorite movies of last year, you will definitely want to put Lady Bird at the top of your watch list. It's been slowly expanding into more theaters as of late, so I implore you to see this movie ASAP if you're interested. I think it is an ideal modern coming-of-age masterpiece. It's one of my absolute favorite movies of the year thus far. I cannot recommend it more highly enough. My final verdict for Lady Bird is 5 out of 5 stars. Alright, so you've either watched the entirety of this review or you just skipped to the end because you like free stuff. And who doesn't? As recently I just bought the Planet of the Apes prequel trilogy on Blu-ray. That's right, Rise, Dawn, and War. This is an outstanding film trilogy. And since it is the holiday season, happy holidays to you all, to whatever you are celebrating during this time of year. I would like to give away the third installment of this trilogy that concludes it all, if I can get it out, I would like to give away the digital HD copy code to War for the Planet of the Apes, one of my favorite movies of 2017 thus far, in an ever so expanding list of favorites, as you might have seen with my review for Lady Bird. The 3 simple rules to this giveaway contest are as follows. Rule number 1, you must be subscribed to this channel prior to December 8th, 2017. Rule number 2, like this video. Simple as that. Rule number 3, comment that you would like to be entered into the contest and how you would like to receive the code once I pick a winner at random. My social media links will be in the description along with the rules to this contest as well. I will be choosing the winner at the end of my review for The Disaster Artist. Hey, coincidentally, another A24 release. I always enjoy doing these giveaway contests, so good luck to you all. I look forward to all of your entries. Thank you all, as always, for watching. Be sure to like this video, comment on what you thought of Lady Bird. Social media links in the description. Subscribe to my channel for more, and I'll catch you on the next movie review.